Hello everyone, Derek Floyd here, Beautiful Now Podcast, on the incredible Lake Norman in North Carolina, with an interesting observation for you of something that's been sneaking up on you for quite a while. It's almost, dare I say, an epidemic, because it's been spreading from everyone, everywhere, all the time. And it seems to have a destructive force that can cripple your decisions, stifle your relationships, even keep you from moving forward in your career. And unfortunately, it's something that all of us have encountered, maybe not even knowing its presence was there. And what is that? It's actually looking at life through the invisible lens of fear.
Now, yeah, I know. When you think of fear, you might think of like monsters in a scary movie, or things that go bump in the night, something like that, or even friggin' spiders. Ew, I hate spiders. But just like the lens of a camera can change what you see in front of you, the lens of fear can distort your life in so many areas that you don't even see what's really there anymore. And if you've ever been through the invisible monster of fear like me, then you know it's going to take more than courage to conquer this. So let's peel back the layers a bit on the other side together. Hello again, and welcome back. Now, all of us have had to face the pressure of fear, whether it be from the bully at school on the playground, or from our parents being really upset with us and being afraid to face the music. But unchecked fear can turn into something unhealthy, like a phobia. So when God says, or our Creator, I didn't give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of sound mind, maybe we should evaluate what this fear really is. How can we counteract it if we don't know the full definition of fear? Now, the Wiki says fear is an emotion induced by perceived danger or threat or harm to you. Something is almost like it changes your whole behavior, like you're going to freeze or flee or even hide behind a door. And I bet these probably sound familiar, right? Well, I would think so. Have you ever been on a plane and the turbulence kicked in, you had to grab your seat in a panic? That's real fear. Or you've been downstairs and you heard a noise in the kitchen, you had to run in there and lock the door? Yep, that's real fear too. These are situations where fear kicks in to alert us of possible danger. But I've done a little bit more digging, and I found another definition of fear that we might face every day. Now, fear, F-E-A-R, can be an acronym for false evidence appearing real. That's right, your mind is fabricating an illusion. There is no harm, there is no threat. You're perfectly fine, but your mind is trying to protect you from something that's unpleasant or something that you don't want to do. Now, this is something that happens to a lot of us because we put or project this fear that keeps us from moving into a different direction. Now, here's an example. Your spouse, you've been together almost 10 years, happily, but they travel a lot, but they always check in when they're out and about. The last few days they've been a little bit distracted, kind of running around a bit, and you were watching a movie where a cheating spouse cheated on their partner. Now, all of a sudden, fear is creeping up on you because they didn't check in today. They seemed a bit distracted. And when they got home, they were not themselves. But yet, it wasn't real. That's false evidence. They just had a bad day. They had a tough day with a client. It wasn't they were cheating on you. So that evidence was false. Fear crept in and gave you the wrong information. Here's another example. Maybe it's the boss, and you've been having to deal with him for a while because it's time to get a raise. But over the last few weeks, there been some tough moments. The sales weren't there. And he's been harder on you than ever, making you feel bad, getting on your case. But you pull back because you know what? Maybe he doesn't want me to have this raise. I'm not going to ask. But truthfully, the truth is he's harder on you because he knows you can take it. He wants you to be better. He wants you to push forward. He's got a great plan for you. So you need to ask for the raise instead of backing up in false evidence thinking he doesn't care. Once again, fear, false evidence appearing real. Now, these are just a few examples of what looking through the lens of fear can do in our daily life. But I bet if you kind of take a moment and look through, you'll probably find a few more on your own life. So I challenge you this week, when you start to feel that familiar rising of fear in your life, challenge it with the power, love, and sound mind, and determine what lens of fear are you looking through. Is this real fear? Is this danger? Is this going to harm me? Or is this just F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real, where there's no real danger, no real threat, nothing to be afraid of at all? Hope this helps someone today. Put your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, we look forward to seeing you here at the Beautiful Now Podcast from Lake Norman in North Carolina. Have a great one, guys. And don't be afraid. Take care.